Hey, Rebecca. I am so sorry, y'all. I was gonna try to get on here a little earlier, but a little something happened that was so annoying. But I'm good now. So, yeah. But how's everybody doing? Like, everybody can see my chips back here. Thank you. I have so many colors, but not enough. I had like this, I thought I was getting them white, and then the whole time I was getting them in this color. So, yeah. These buns always be twisting. Yeah, I would have got on here just a little earlier, but I was like so busy. So, yeah. Hello. Hey, Amy. Hey, Andrea. How y'all doing? I'm so busy. It was such a busy day today. Wasn't expecting all that. I was like, ooh. I was like, this is a lot. Trying to look at everything is kind of hard. Let me look at it this way. Hi, I'm glad I catch some of your live. Had to come up to get my daughter from work. Thought it would be later than it was. Yeah. Cause yeah, I was like I said, I was just pretty busy today. I enjoy your videos. Hey. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Amy. Driving up here, lots of people are out and behaving weirdly. Hmm, interesting. Hold on, y'all. Let me get on to just opening the Bible to where I'm going to go to today. I'm going to keep this. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I got these little earrings off of this Asian site. These little lemonade earrings. I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna try to see where I can start at with this. So I don't know if y'all have the same Bible or not, but this is the one I. Yeah, Timu be having it all. That's where I got it off of. A lot of people don't even want to get on Timu no more. Mm-mm. Yeah, that is an Asian site, right? It's an Asian site with a. It is an Asian site, right? I can't remember. It is an Asian and a United States. I think they're together. I think they're together. I think so. This is so dry today, y'all. I don't know why. Maybe because I put on this other stuff and it really wasn't that moisturizing. Yeah, a lot of people said that it's not like doing so well right now. I don't know why. I really, I really like Timu, but I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. I love me some Timu. So yeah, I don't know if y'all ever really go on this one right here. She reads truth. They have it for men. You know, I used to tell myself if I meet my spouse and I find out that he doesn't have this, a Bible or whatever, I'm like, I'll give him this, or I'll give him a new Bible for his, like, birthday or Christmas or whatever like that. But yeah, this one's really nice. But God had me on yesterday before I got off the live yesterday. He had me flip through the pages, and I happened to find this. I'm sorry, what is this on here? Supposed to be water. Oh, okay. Anyway, I happened to find this chapter. It's Psalms. It talks about he keeps his promises. God was talking about that to me today. I'm gonna post it on my community post that matches with this. But I have a lot of, like I said, I have a lot of community posts I'm about to be doing. But since everything's just been so crappy with the internet, I try to go to this place that I usually go to for coffee, and I was gonna go there, but it's been so hard to get there. It's been such a busy month, few weeks. It's just been really busy to get over there, and then um plus, I drive with somebody always to go places, one of my family members, so they usually are not available these days. But I'm gonna try to do it sometime tomorrow. I'm trying my best to do it tomorrow. I'm about to post a video tonight, but I don't know when it's gonna come out. So I was like, I'm just gonna go tomorrow because I just feel like it's the devil trying to delay it. So I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go tomorrow because it's about to get out. Yeah, I want to make sure that these get out. Because they really spoke to me, even myself. Like God was ministering to me through the video that I was making. Because usually when I make videos, I don't know what God is going to do. Like things have been really switching up lately. And I don't really know when God is going to tell me to do this kind of prayer, that kind of video, or that kind of this or that. Things been switching up a lot lately with the Lord in a good way, but it's just different. So I'm not really used to it. But yes, I have a lot. So, anyways, it said he keeps his promises. I'm with Psalms 128 and 132, which I see a lot is 132. It says right here, the Lord swore on oath to David, a promise he will not abandon. I will set one of your offspring on your throne. Also says right here, I don't know about you, but I struggle to make plans 1 month, 1 week, sometimes even 1 day. Life is unpredictable. My emotions, my body, the state of my house are unpredictable. When I read in scripture that our God makes promises, grand promises to nations, to generations, even to us today, and keeps them all, I have two distinct distinct reactions. I am re- revived, and then I doubt. Isn't it too good to be true? Psalms 132 is a song about promises. It is about a promise David made to God, a vow not to rest until he found a place for the Lord, a dwelling for the mighty one of Jacob. Psalms 132 5. So 132 verse 5, what David is searching for is the Ark of the Covenant, a wooden box containing reminders of God's promises and provisions for the people of Israel. The Ark was a symbol of God's presence. David vowed to find it, to keep it near, and he did just that. Let me look at this. This is SM in the Bible. Samuel 6:12 chapter 17. Yes. So it says right here, be more than this. Psalms 132 is about God's promise to God. God made a covenant with David that his future generation would inherit the throne and that God's presence and provision would be with him. Then it also says right here, so he says he dwells with us, Corinthians 3:16, or is that Galatians? Hold on, let me get this right. Because it's showing the actual verses to this in the Bible to actually look at basically the promises that he's told us, he granted to us. No. Let me get this. Just want to have this one right. Galatians. Or is that Corinthians? And that comes out to say, let's see if y'all can see this right here. Big old Bible. Hang on, I don't know if y'all can see that. No, y'all cannot see that. Dang. He dwells within us, 1 Co 3:16, not because of our goodness, accomplishments, or faithfulness, but because he desires. He has chosen us. He chose you yesterday, he chose you today, and he will choose you tomorrow. That's crazy. I saw Romans today. I was riding in a car, not riding a car. I was driving next to a car that was driving. And when I was walking next to a car that was driving, I was going to the park today. Some weird stuff happened there, but I could tell where the reason of why it was happening. I decided to go to the park because I really wanted to connect with the Lord. Like, I've been needing to go to the park for a while. God was telling me to go to the park before I went to San Antonio for the mission that He had me in. But I've been so Kayla was just talking about the Roman Empire. I'm sorry, do I know somebody on here? Oh no. Who, who is K Love on it's a ministry, right? It's a ministry. I never heard of K Love before. Is it the K Love story? Radio station, that's what I'm looking at right now. Okay. This one right here. Right? Because I'm like, yeah, I never heard of this one before. Yeah, I never heard of this one. Is that it? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look at that. But yeah, um, because Romans 8:38, it says my one of my favorites actually. Just want to get it right because I don't want to take nothing out the Bible or bring anything into the Bible. So let me get over here and make sure I say this right. Um, Romans 8:38, it says, "For I am persuaded that neither death nor life nor angel nor principalities nor powers nor things present nor things to come nor height nor depth nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God which is in Christ Jesus our Lord." So he also says right here, but the promise does not end here, in there. He vows to bless us. He promises salvation and joy, physical and spiritual provision. We can expect his faithfulness. We can expect his blessings. Our God may not be predictable, but he is faithful. He is trustworthy. We can expect him to do what he says he will do. Also says right here, this is my resting place forever. I will make my home here because I have desired it. So I really want to talk about like God's love a lot here because that's what God is getting on right now as well. It says right here with I'm not sure what numbers people have been seeing, but I know I've been seeing 132 and 132 for let me get onto that. Hold on, I'm sorry, make sure I get doing this right now. Hold on, I'm sorry. 136. Actually, hold on. Get on here right. One, two, in the Bible. The one that I be seeing a lot is don't forget to show hospitalities to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. So God been showing me, oh, hello. Hello. Good evening. Yes, God been talking to me a lot about that. Um, Especially when I was in San Antonio, it was a lot of nice people. I didn't really expect that, and it was a certain kind of nice people which I didn't expect, but I'm about to get on that. Um, yeah, on the video, just to make people understand where I'm coming from about why I didn't expect it too much. But yes, people have been pretty nice. Even being here, coming back to my hometown. Hello, Venus. Yeah, people are so where I'm from, people are really usually like they just usually got hey, hello, beautiful Melody. Yeah, people usually got like really bad like attitudes where I'm from and stuff. So it's just like kind of hard to notice a nice person. So and yeah. And I also realized too with a lot of stuff that's going on, um, you know, I do, realize too a lot of time, most of the time with spiritual warfare, the devil be trying to make you not, believe in the Lord at all whatsoever. Thank you for the hearts. Really appreciate everybody on this live. I really do. And on my ministry videos. Thank you. Um, yeah. Like, I know God is coming with promises for his children, but the physical looks so not. Family is very disturbing to a lot of people in the body of Christ. Highly disturbing. To friends can be just like, a lot of things are just not going right. Finances might be looking really wanky and wacky, and your health could be messed up in a way that you never thought it would be. Just a lot of unexpected situations. And I realized the back to back things is just also showing me a lot. When I went to the park today, I was irritated by losing my earring. Yes, I had lost my earring. And I wear some really weird earrings because I go off of Timu to get earrings. And I like weird earrings. And I was so irritated. Because I'm like, what the heck? Like, why did that happen? But I don't even care. But I just feel like personally, the devil's just trying to get on my nerves about like anything, because I really feel like since he know that he cannot change anything the Lord is about to give to me, because the promises that's about to be bestowed upon me is literally going to be something that surpasses every issue that I've been going through. um so the scripture, Jesus is able. Hello. So I was on Psalms. I was reading Psalms 128 to 132, and it was keep his promises. I had Psalms 132:11, and then it also was Psalms 132:14. Then it was Romans 8:38, and I believe for the I think it was Colossians. I can't say it. I got some other videos and lives. I will butcher a scripture. It's so hard sometimes with the words. Let me just go in here. I just want to say it right. Hold on, let me get this right. Coalitions. I usually say I'm so wrong. All right. Copy. Go back. And then go translate. Colossians. Colossians. I don't like the way they're saying that. I don't. Colossians. Colossians. Yes, Colossians. Colossians. So, yeah, I really usually cannot say because the days be so hard. I'm not gonna act like I said it right either. So, I rather just like look at it because I know I didn't say it right more likely. Uh, so yeah, that's why I was looking at Colossians 3:16, I believe. I just want to make sure I looked at that right. Yeah, and it also was Samuel 6:12, chapter 17. So I can't write it on here. Because the way it got it right here is just really not. If I'm, no, I can't write over here. But yeah. Let me see if I can get it on here. No, I can't put it on there. I can't put it on there. I can't because it's so hard to put on this board. I'm trying to figure out how to like when I get like verses or numbers and stuff, especially on my ministry. I want to actually put it on there so people can actually look at it instead of me just saying it. Because I do say it pretty fast sometimes. So yeah, I don't know. I also want to get on with Psalms 131 when guys. Oh, sorry, the phone went away. um, I like that you struggle with the words. Makes me trust you more. Why is that, Celine? Why does that make you trust me more? Because I struggle. Is that because I'm acting more human? I'm not. I'm not sure what that means. Yes. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I just want to understand what you mean by that. But yeah, I don't know. Like personally, yeah, that devil been really putting a lot of pressure on the spiritual warfare for a lot of us. But it could be like literally like the littlest things, like I said, my earrings being lost. I'm like, okay, well that's just $1. I can get that back. Okay, bye. Like, okay, it's just $1. It's not like it was like 28. So I ain't tripping on it. It is what it is. I couldn't find it. It is what it is. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I wanted to. I literally have a thing of like perfection, like a perfectionist, especially in the past. Like everything had to be perfect. I don't know if y'all can tell when it comes to my buns, everything like that. Like I always had that. Anything I can control with that, I did. And when I started doing my ministry, I couldn't do perfection no more. And that irritated me because I'm not really used to everything being, how can I say, letting God take control in things, actually. Yeah. Because I'm used to like, oh, it's gonna be this way. My hair's gonna look like this. My life is gonna look like this today. Okay, like ain't nothing gonna happen today. Like nothing. So that ain't, no. That's not the way God goes, and that surely ain't the way I'm gonna have to do. So yeah, but yeah, I like perfection. I really do. It was really hard getting to school when I was in high school because of it. It was always like, oh, this hair don't look right, this makeup don't look right, this that. Until I broke up with one of my exes, one of my counterfeit exes, and I say counterfeit exes because when I look at the past till now, I'm for certain that he was. But yeah, like It was always perfection until I broke up with him and I took off my makeup that I wore so much at school all the time. Before I get to school every day, I had makeup on because I wanted to cover up acne scars. I wanted to cover up this, that, boop, bop, boop. And I would get there and everything was perfect. My hair was always looking like not my actual natural hair, which is kinky and curly, but I was always doing that. So now, after I broke up with him, I would leave the house with no makeup on, and my hair completely natural looking. It wasn't the straight wavy hair or whatever it was anymore. It was the kinky curls, just letting it be me. And then when I would do that, I would use like I would have perm and straighten my hair all the time, using all these gels and sprays, just messing up my edges. And, and I was really just dying them out, like for real, just to sit there and never see these people ever again. That I'm sitting there, feeling insecure to be around, and never even having the time later in life to even do my hair like that. High school is such a eye opener to like I said again, this perfection thing that we do. If you can't reach it or if you can, either way, for what? So I realized that a lot with my ministry. Like back then, I probably would have put like so much makeup on and would have did everything to my face and hair just to look like someone else. I'm alive. It's right there, charging. But yeah, so perfection is not for. Don't get me wrong. You can do your eyebrows, your makeup, all that kind of stuff. But if it gets to a point like it's an idol, that's when it's a no no, because that's what happened. Because I remember too when I would leave to go to high school, I would cry if something wasn't right or if something wasn't this or something wasn't that. Because not only that, I was kind of popular in high school, so I felt like I had this reputation to uphold every day, every way. Got to make sure my outfit looked like this. Got to make sure my hair looked like this because I looked different from everybody in high school. Everybody was wearing the same hairstyle and the same outfits, and I wanted to stand out. And I stand out, but when I didn't stand out and I felt like I was blending in, I had this fear of like being like everybody else. It was all this kind of stuff that was wrong with me. And now it's just like I don't care anymore. I wear my puffs. People say it's a childlike thing, especially when um, I was in my wilderness season. Was I starting my wilderness season? Yeah, around that time when I was about to get into my wilderness season, um, people would tell me like, "Oh, well, why don't you change your hairstyle?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me? People are rarely wearing this hairstyle. Like puffs was like something in the '70s. It's just starting to come back out, and I'm enjoying it. I'm living it. I just like the youthful look to it and everything, but in certain occasions, people would try to make me feel bad for it, and it never worked. Because I used to hate my hair, so ain't nobody ever going to tell me nothing about it. And even though my hair is long, I still hated my hair because of how high maintenance it was, and also I would look at other people and the way they would look, and it's just like your hair's more looser curl or your hair's more this or your hair, and it made me feel all bad until I'm like, I love these curls. They're really nice. I really like them. They're fun, they're bouncy, and they just really fit me. Thank you. Yeah, because I'm just like, I love them. Like, it takes a long time for a woman to love their hair. I don't care if you're black or white, Hispanic, mix. I don't care. Like, it's a lot as a woman to love yourself. So, and and now I just don't give a crap. Like I don't care. Like I love my hair. I used to hate it when I was younger. I think I wore my hair once. I remember I wore it once, and I got teased by this guy that I liked, and I'm like, dang. If my curls that bad, and then after that, I just said, forget. I'm just gonna get me a perm as soon as I get up into middle school. Messed up my hair over the years. Just kept on getting perms. My hair is not like that at all. I don't know what it is about having because I have my dad on my dad. He has a lot of Caribbean in him because he has Haitian descent, and he has Haitian descent and a little bit of Dominican. But anyway, with him being that, right, on that side, I find that their hair, I'm not even trying to be rude about being Haitian, but their hair is so thin to me. And so when I kept on doing those perms, it was messing up my hair. But I'm like, I don't want my hair to be curly. I don't want my hair to look like this. I just want long, straight hair. Like it's just naturally like that every day. It's not. Everybody got the reason why they do perms. Some people do their perms because they're tired of dealing with it. Some people do it because it's actual insecure thing. Mine's were two things. It was two things. So when I got into high school, everybody's like, your hair is beautiful. When I was in middle school, that to a certain degree, but high school, they made me feel really beautiful about my natural hair. So I had the curly, but it still wasn't my natural curls still. Like it really still wasn't. So, because my natural hair is just like really kinky. Like, so yeah, it was just like, just trying to be somebody that you weren't because of, you just don't want to hear the, you're this or you're that or whatever. And then it was hard too with high school and stuff like that. I feel like God has brought me a long way because man, it was also hard in high school too because having this complexion, right, and then having this hair texture, people would know off the rip that I wasn't quote unquote full African American. So then all of a sudden it's like, how is this? How is that? Your hair is long. Your hair is curly. Like, how, it was just so much insecurity. So God had to really work on me with that, especially coming into my season. I believe one day, sooner or later, that I will stop being a single woman. I believe I'm in my marriage season. So it's just like, God's really like changing me and stuff like that because I can't go into that marriage with all those type of insecurities. So yeah, yeah, it's hard. Like it's just like, it's hard being a woman. Everybody's always looking at, is her butt big or is it small? Or is her boobs big or is that small? Is her stomach small? Is it big? Is her waist little? Does she got that coke body physique or is her skin smooth? When we got bad hormones as it is, but we expect to have the smoothest skin in the world, it's just so unrealistic. The perfect nose and the perfect teeth and the it's just like, wow. And I'm not saying men don't have expectations to be tall and be this and be that and have a nice jawline, all that kind of stuff too. But we got the expectation too to have a nice jawline as well. And so it's just a lot. And nowadays, everybody want to be tall as well too. And I'm a what they call, I'm fun size. I'm 5'2". So it's just like, it's a lot. It's like the beauty standards and stuff. And a lot of the promises that I have of the Lord, I believe also too, is to stop looking. I've also prayed to the Lord for insecurities. Because like I said, I'm about to be a wife. I believe I'm about to be a mother. I don't got time to be having all these insecurities about the way I look and the way I this and the way I that. Not only is that bad on, hating the way God have made me, but I'm also sitting here, um, hating on myself. And then how do I expect my spouse to see me in some type of way if I'm just every 5 minutes I'm bringing myself down? So I just have to look at that as well. To see me, I want God to show through me with my confidence, not the devil showing through me with my insecurities. So I've been asking God through fasting and everything like that to change that part of me, because a lot of us want to get married and stuff like that, but um, it's a lot of things that you need to have within yourself for you. This man that's coming to me, I am not expecting him to provide everything for me. Of course, I want him to, because I want to be a kind of girl that works 5 hours to 6 hours. I want to be a housewife, truth be told. But I still want to have some money on the side for myself for nails and stuff like that, hair. But yeah, I really feel like of course, I want my husband to provide security and safety for me and pray for me. all of that kind of stuff, and be honest and be loyal and be faithful. All these providing everything that I need with that. But and everything I want, everything that I deserve, but to a degree that I know he could never reach. Ain't nobody in this world could reach the love of God to me. They could never. He can give me agape love, and that's true. God will give him a touch of him so I can feel how God feels about me to a certain degree, but it'll never be. God love is just expansion. It's so wide. We'll never be able to understand why any of that, really. And I just want enough love for myself when I get with this person. The confidence is something that I want. Confidence with the Lord, and then confidence with myself. So yeah, people who have straight hair usually want curly. Yeah, it's really crazy. Like this lady I met today, she's like, "Oh, I want your, like, I love the buns. I love the," and I'm like, like, girl, like, I need, like, it's not that I want straight hair or anything like that. In the past, yeah, to a certain degree. I liked curly hair. I just didn't like mine so much, I guess. I don't know. It was just very, it was a lot of insecurities for many reasons. But when I talk about it more on my testimony, when God allows me to do that, whenever that is, I feel it coming. I feel it coming. But when that happens, yeah, I'll talk about it. It's just interesting how I got to this moment. I really thought I was never going to get here because I was down bad with every insecurity of myself. Like, man, yeah. Yeah, it usually starts at an early age for so many reasons. Sometimes it's the town that you stay at, the city, like, the people that you're around. Um, yeah, I really feel like that because when I used to date online and stuff like that, when I was in the world, when I used to date online, I used to get so many men like, "Oh, you're hot," and then when you get to school, and then it's like, it was just such a different thing. It was, and I've been online dating for years until I stopped, and it's just so refreshing to get off. Man, the validation that you seek for in a man and don't even notice it on dating online. It's just like, I'm so happy I'm off of there. I seek for acceptance from the Lord, and even though that is something that I don't need to work so hard for, because God said, He loves us. You don't need to be pulling your neck and your arm and your tooth and just to get someone to prove for you to prove respect. Like, I'm supposed to prove to you to respect me. I'm supposed to prove to you that I'm just this, that, and that, and the third, 24/7, when that's not even the case. So, I don't know. That's just me. But anyway, when God's talking about here too with Psalms 132, 132, he talks about a childlike spirit. God was talking to me about that actually yesterday. I didn't even know it was on this. So I opened up, I'm like, what the heck? But yeah, he wants to have a childlike spirit. Not only just to be relaxed and chilling and like just cool and smooth. He also wants us to have you ever realize with children, unless they're going through a lot of abuse in their lives, most of the time, if it's not that intense, they have a very carefree spirit. They don't care what happens usually. They don't care. If they're introverted, they're introverted. They don't care about trying to make people like them. If they're goofy, they're goofy. They don't care to make people, to make people like them again. Like that, a lot of times, with usually with children, they just don't care. So yeah, I just really like that. So especially when I was around children today, I was just looking like how they just do not care. They just didn't care about anything. And when I was at the park, and I'm just like, wow. And sometimes I admit, when God was telling me that I was about to become a wife and a mother, it made me very fearful about the children and all that stuff. Cause it was just like, I had a childhood, but not as much as I wanted for so many reasons. So I was just kind of like, well, he said I was about to be a mom. Like, I was literally thinking not to do that. I was like, I don't want no kids. But it was just like when God told me, I'm like, oh, he's like, I want you to be fruitful. I want you to be fruitful. I'm like, I thought he said fruitful, like helping people. He's like, no, use your womb. I was like, oh, whoa, not that. Because I was so scared. And I do still find myself scared. Like, man, I realized I was irritated that my time got cut short when I was at the park. But I also realized why it got cut short because God was showing me something. He was showing me that I still have a fear, there. If children didn't come around me with all this attention that they had around me and the dogs and all the things that I actually pray for to have in the future of acceptance from children, because I really love the acceptance from kids. I don't really care about adults, how they feel about me, truth be told. I feel like children's spirit is more thin to the Lord. They actually really can feel the Lord more than anyone. God talks about in the Bible about he can't stand a person that tried to take the child away from from him. Basically, he don't stand it. He can't stand it with anybody, but with a child it's just like learning Spanish at a young age. That's easy. When you're getting older trying to learn God, it's hard. You done got so conformed to the world and how they think it should be. It's hard to try to learn to stop smoking, stop drinking, because you think it's right. Because the world shows you time and time again, social media or just walking outside or in your home, it shows you how to be basically a sinner 24/7 unapologetically every day. Don't care, just relentless. So it's just really hard and rebellious and don't care. Like, it's hard to stop that. So usually I find when I was out there, I'm just looking, I'm like, wow, these kids are just living their best life. It was really crazy to me. I just, when I'm home and I'm around adults most of the time, I'm just like, everybody mind is stuck on everything but the Lord usually. And that's not me being judgmental. It's just like, I realized that the world really makes you forget God. You can draw close, but then something is pulling at your big toe to go right back into depression, right back into everything that made you feel good when you were in the world. And it just really sucks. And so, a childlike spirit is a faith. It's a faith that you will meet your spouse and you never thought you could in the place that you stay at or the life that you're living. A lot of people think they're never going to meet their spouse because they live a fast life, not a fast life in the sense of drinking and smoking and spending money and having intercourse with multiple people. It's also too living a fast life we don't talk about is just highly busy, having children, you know, um, working jobs that are more than 10 hours a day, more than 8 hours a day, being a single parent, stuff like that. It's hard to be um, taking care of a sickly person, you have to take care of yourself a little more than the other person. You have to take more medication, whatever that's going on in your life. Um, it makes it more harder for you to have a faith because faith keeps on wavering because situations keep happening, especially if you're in warfare and you don't know. But if you're a child of God, most of the time I find that God will give us a peace that's different from others. Because if that's so, everybody would be drinking and smoking, even kids at 5 years old. But God gives us a peace when we are His child. We are His children, right? We are God's children, right? We get a peace that people in the world cannot have. And it's really sad, right? But a lot of us is missing something. We're missing the faith that children have. We really are. They'll see the smallest thing and think it's just like the most gorgeous, wonderful thing. Hey, the vent. Hello. But I realize that with children. Even though a lot of people despise having kids because of their childhood or because they got a kid now and they feel like they can deal with another child. It's a lot of stuff reason why people don't want to have kids. They think they got a very fast life. It's just a lot of stuff they got to do. It's a lot of reasons. It's my season to get married, and I've been buying all the items I need, praying and preparing. I was dating someone for like a year who's not my husband because I didn't know. Yeah, and the counterfeit be coming around usually before you meet your spouse as well. It does happen. Um, like I said, which messes with your faith. It does. It messes with your faith. It does. I can't explain how many counterfeits I have met in my life, which messed with my faith, which made me go back into bad habits until I realized that God was also upset with me with keep on doing. When I kept doing that, when He done told me so many times that you're meeting your spouse, you're meeting your spouse, you're meeting your spouse. Get prepared, take care of yourself, stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, because it's see for me, the man, it's hard to get prepared. For me, it's really hard because I'm trying to figure out like you know finances, and then also my house is very little, so I'm trying to figure out where to put things at, where to do, what to buy, what not to buy. Um, because it was so different for me when God told me that my spouse was coming. I'm looking in my closet and I'm like, he's like, hey, you're gonna be going here, doing this, doing that. I'm like, I don't have no heels. I don't have no nice sneakers. Only got like a few. And I just started really like trying to manage my money and look at promo codes. God really blessed me with promo codes around that time too. He really blessed me with promo codes, a lot of promo codes. I'm so blessed with a lot of sales God was giving to me, a lot of places to go to. He will bless you with money. I don't care what nobody says, He will bless you. I literally bought 3 shoes and got a free. I went to a van store one day. I was at the what was it at? I went to the outlet store and then I tried to get some shoes, 2 shoes, because I'm like, forget it, that's all I'll be able to get. Until someone was like, hey, you can get another sale for this. I'm like, what? I'm like, no way. And then all of a sudden I come back home and I open my bag and I'm like, something's in there. And it was a free glass, a free Vans glass. And I've been wanting a new glass because I love glass cups. Like that's glass cups is everything to me. So they clean very well. So it was just really hard to find stuff. Getting prepared for whatever that is. When I was going to San Antonio, it was hard to get prepared. Preparation is a lot, but I had faith that God will help me through it. And that's that childlike faith that God has been really ministering into me and trying to minister to y'all and to people around me as well. I've been good, like just minding my business. And I run into him on the train. My spouse lives in Florida. I know somebody else's spouse that lives in Florida. Somebody else's future spouse. Wonderful. Girl, where to put things is. I live in a 1 bedroom apartment in LOL. I've been making faith purchases and I got pretty much everything: dress, veil, shoes, etc. The dress comes tomorrow. It's been tough to stay excited when it's been radio silence and exes are lingering around. Yeah, and it makes you feel like sometimes when you see your exes too, um, it's such a disturbing feeling because it's like sometimes like this pit in your stomach as you remember whatever they have done to you, whatever that could possibly, I mean, despicable things that no one should ever do to somebody, but it is tough. And then it makes you just like, oh, forget it. Because especially me, God had to really work with me. He really did. Because I'm a very like, well, it don't work, whatever. It's always been that way. Like, it's always been that way with me. Like, okay, friends don't want to act right, family members don't want to act right. Because what do I supposed to do? You know? And you can pray for something to work, but if it's not in God's will, it's just not. And so I always been like that. So trying to get that marriage mindset, like you just can't, because I have this auntie, right? So funny when I was younger, when I used to hear this story. So my great grandmother, um, she was so funny to me. If anyone in life would ever have seen her, you would think she was a full white woman because she was multiracial. So she was black, white, and Indian. And so, so man, it was so funny. I have this great aunt, right? And she just had this thing about her when she was younger, when she got married, where she gets tired, she'll run. Like she'll run, and a lot of us women, we'll, in this family, because we get tired, we'll stick hard with somebody, but then all of a sudden we just done, because that happens to anybody. So she would sit here and she will run back home for like 2 weeks or more after she got married to my great uncle-in-law. And she will go and stay for a while until my great grandmother told her, because my great grandmother was serious about not spending money, not wasting money, nothing. So she was like, hey, you are staying here too much, and you're wasting my, like, you having the water bill go up high, you're wasting food, you wasted, like, basically everything. When are you going to start paying for stuff? Because what's going to happen is you're going to stay here and you're going to start paying for these bills. All of a sudden, my great auntie did not go there ever again. So it's just like God's been changing everything about me, because it's just like He's been changing my mouth, because my mouth is like a sword. Do you understand me? When I feel very disrespected and I know I'm right and I'm analytical as heck. So when I see that, like, yeah, most definitely you done went there with me. Like I ain't no way you done disrespected me like this. And I used to go off. And God is like, you can't do that. Even though I felt like my exes deserved my mouth. Yeah. Even though I felt like my exes deserved my mouth, God is saying, this one though, you better chill. You better, you oh, I feel that. Girl. Because when I tell you, God, it's like, chill out. This man is not going to tell you something about these men of the Lord. I had to minister to one of my family members about that, because one of my family members, I told them that their spouse is in Florida as well. So that was my prophetic message to them. So what happened was I was talking to them and I was telling the person, I said, listen, we need to change some stuff. I said, we might have thought in the past that our mouth was fine for these people. They just spread out, whatever. But this person, right? No, they don't deserve that. Like, what is in the water? I don't know what's in there. Oh my God, there's some type of little dust in there. Something's blowing in the air. Something. Some glitter or something. No, it's just like, yeah, I would tell her, I'm like, hey, we can't keep on doing this. Like, we can't think that talking like this is fine. We need to stop using certain words that we use for men. Yeah, we need to stop saying this stuff. Like, it's not good, because these men are not going to be like our exes and stick around and deal with it because they know they deserve to be talked to like that. These men are saying, I didn't do nothing to you. Goodbye, because they got a love of God in them. They love God, and God told them that they aren't supposed to be talked to like that. God told them what the type of wife they're supposed to be getting is in Proverbs 31. So they're dating no worldly women. You know what I'm saying? That don't know how to control their mouth. So it's hard. The feminine, woo, gosh. And it's just like, it's really hard around here. Especially the soft parenting, that as well. Because a lot of us been taught to, spare the rod, don't let our kids even have a voice or opinion about that either. Everything has to be soft, like everything. And it's just really hard for me. Like, because our parents, a lot of people, parents back in the days, like, spare the rod, don't think about it, just be mean, talk down on your kids, stuff like that. A lot of the communication was really bad with children too as well. Everybody needs to learn. Basically, God trying to teach everybody to be more soft with people, and it's hard because we all done got to learn a certain kind of way. Because me and my mom growing up, it took a while to understand her as a parent, and me, it was hard. So everything got to be different. Like, I know why I went through what I went through as a kid, because when I become a parent, I'm trying my best to be the best I can, but it's hard, Um, this that stuff hard. You got to change your mindset about a lot of stuff. And I asked God, I'm like, dang, that's a lot. Like, because all my promises that I really wanted was a healthy body, nice skin, stuff like that. I know it sounds so worldly, but when it comes to this, but it is like, I just wanted it all, like, and I hadn't thought about my spouse until my mom, she'll sometimes tell me, she's like, man, you want to live this life and do this and do that. Don't you remember you're supposed to be getting married? You can't do this and do that. I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Because that's not one of the promises that I'm only looking at. I'm looking at financial gain. I'm looking at, a healthy body. I'm looking at everything because that's a promise that I won't kept. Healthy skin. That's why I've been looking at healthy this, healthy that. Like just to keep myself on the up and up. That's my promises. I want promises like that. Basically. I'm looking at, keeping me healthy, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't really understood about promises until God was telling me. Like, cause I don't know, like I wanted to sleep better. That's what I wanted. I wanted better sleep. Just a lot of stuff, a lot of promises that I wanted. It wasn't really about marriage too much. I wasn't really thinking about that. I was thinking about everything everybody thinks about, basically. Like he wasn't a bad guy, but it's like we broke it off. And the same time, it was like, boom, you're getting married in a few months. Oh, I just realized what you said. What the heck? I didn't know what you said. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, did she just say she's getting married in a few months? Wow. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. It reminds me of the video that I made about a few months ago about telling women to get the stuff that God told them to get. That's crazy that you saying that. That's amazing. Wow. I'd be out. Yeah, my mouth can be wild too. My spouse is very laid back though, so I think I'm going to be good with him. Yeah, God said I have a very laid back spouse as well. So, and I was just very, to be truly honest with you, I was very irritated by that part, by the laid back part. Only reason of that is because, um, the beautiful things God says he's going to be a good person. He's going to be nice. He's going to love God. But he said that he's going to be a laid back person. And it really bothered me because, because I'm a very like offline. When I'm not doing like ministry, because I try to be more serious, you know what I'm saying? But y'all still can see a little bit of me, like, but when I do my ministry and then when I'm like doing me, chilling and all that, my mom used to tell me when I was younger, she was like, you having a kid. You are a child for real. Not you. It was like, yeah, me. Like I'm a very goofy person. So I was just like, I don't know if he can handle me. Because I'm a weird person badly to the point you're thinking something wrong with me. Like, because when I was younger, it was bad when I was younger. People thought I was like something wrong with me, like some type of bad mental illness, like like I don't know, like try to compare me to like how could I say like autism or ADHD, like it was something bad to be that way. Because I feel like I have an autistic cousin-in-law, and she is very fun, very exciting, very this. So it's just like trying to basically make me feel bad if I did have that. So it was just like, it was really crazy to me. I'm like, yo, like, why did you talk to me like that? But yeah, when I was younger, yeah. Because I'm, you know, people thought I took pills, all that kind of stuff. I was off pills if I was acting. No, I just like this. Especially when I was younger. I was even worse when I was younger. So yeah, I'm usually act like I'm like basically like a sugar rush. Like I'm drinking coffee usually most of the time, especially when I'm off. I'd be really having a good time. 'Cause I feel like with ministry, I'm always so serious. 'Cause I'm trying to get stuff done, and I can't really be my exact self. But yeah, very goofy person. But yeah, the laid back part, I felt that so hard. Woo! Because I wanted somebody that was goofy like me, but God said He'll have that side. But I'm mostly going to be the goofy person, the more type of person, you know. Yeah, he acts like my mom to me, the way God was describing. What's in the water in Florida? I'm going to Florida next week. I bought a mad engagement outfit options just in case. Ooh! Girl, yeah, I'll definitely become way more. Hello, Vondell. Hello. I love that I love that crown. I know my spouse for 6 years, on and off communication, I learned a lot. Yeah, I asked my mom if her mom was rude to her. Like, cut it out, that all else's. At least you can talk to her about it. Yeah. I'm literally getting married before the year's out. I don't have a choice but to focus on it. Yes, girls. Wow. Hey, girl. Kool-Aid, what's up? Yeah, that ain't no long time thing. This is happening now. Yes, all of the videos are talking to me about getting ready and all that. LOL. Him being laid back doesn't mean you can't be you. He'll support it. Mine is goofy with me, but only this is confirmation for me too. You just don't know the event how you just helping me out. Cause God told me that like he gonna be goofy with me though. Like with me though. He's gonna be goofy with me though. Like yeah. Cause I was just like, and honestly, to be honest, I think it's really hot, because I feel like guys in the past that I dated, they only acted goofy more with other people than me. Like it was always so serious with me, you know? And then it's like with him, it's like he's gonna be goofy with you, but then with everybody else, he gonna be more like, yeah, yeah, you know, like yeah, and then it's gonna be fun. Like you ever watch that frog like hello my baby, hello my honey. That one like that's how he gonna be with me. But then with everybody else, he gonna be like ribbit, ribbit, like with everybody else, and I'm fine with that. Like do that, because I need that side. I feel special when I get that side. I feel special. Yeah, I really hope so. Cause you know how I found out. I'm gonna tell y'all how I found out that God was telling me that about him. I'm gonna tell you. It was really weird. And I'm like, what the heck? But yeah, yes. Yes. He's grown. He's a grown behind man. He's grown behind man outside. Otherwise, I'm the very flamboyant and bubbly. Yeah. Yeah. And it is good. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Beautiful melody. Yes, the vent. I'm Crystal. Okay. Hello, Crystal. We're gonna meet again. hello, hello, Crystal. Yes. Yes. Cause it did. It bothered me because what happened was I kept seeing like he kept showing me on TikTok. God kept on showing me on TikTok these ladies being more like the woo, and the men just like he kept showing me like it was like he was showing me also Black Panther when Chadwick Boseman and Lupita, I can't say her. I don't want to say her name. I ain't even. But anyway, she was more of the goofy one, and he was more of the chill person. And he would just look at her and laugh, and that would remind me of my mom because my mom's like, "You are very goofy." And because on my dad's side, with my dad, he's all like highly chill. My mom's more of the slighter, big, goofy person, but she's nothing compared to me. Like we are nothing alike, on that spectrum. And so yeah. And I don't know if my hair and outfit be showing that side, but I think outfits and hair show like the very like eccentric part of you. If you are chill, maybe you're a chill person, Because with my mom, it shows that she's more of a chill person. So yeah, yeah, it was really hard for me. My spouse is 15 years younger than me, so I appreciate that he can still have a childlike presence with me. I'm 31. I'm legal, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's really hard. It is really hard. Uh, yeah, so yeah, it's so cute, like butterfly clips. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah. No, he's older. Oh, you said my spouse is older than me. Oh, my spouse is 15 years older than me. Oh, you're the oh, okay. I'm like, hold on. Okay. Yeah. And that's crazy. I was in San Antonio. I was in a car. Oh wait. I'm skipping around. I be talking all. Let me finish what I'm about to say because I literally about I had to go into a whole nother other thing. But yeah, also the way God showed me too, that He was gonna be more of the chill person. It was a prophetic voice. That I like to listen to on TikTok, and she popped up on there and said, "Your spot's gonna be more of the chill person than you." And I was just like, "Oh no," because I wanted a guy where he just like don't care, and I was just like, "Oh no." I think a lot of these men, honestly, I think they're like the opposite, but not the opposite from us. Like we might have different type of characteristics, but our hearts are the same. Like I feel like our hearts are the same. Um, they beat the same rhythm. We got a great scent in the spirit, because I really feel like with people that are demonic, usually, especially with witches and warlocks and stuff, when they were doing a lot of um, witchcraft, you can tell when their presence is still around you in some kind of way, especially when I'll talk about that with witchcraft with astral projection, but they just have a sulfur smell usually. I don't care how many times they shower or do anything, even in the spirit, they don't smell too well to me. I'm just being really honest, but I'll talk about that in another. But yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to say that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm just like, that is such, you really blessed me with this. Like, I really blessed you to bless me. Like, okay, because I was like, man, because it didn't help either being on social media. And because I have a TikTok and I watched people on there too talk about how they could never really be their self when they were dating their exes. And it was just really hard. But then I would watch other things too about this new person you're getting, they're going to be different. And so, yeah, because I accepted the fact that they weren't as goofy that I was. I just didn't like the judgment side of it all. Because everybody always thinking like, oh, you don't take anything serious. You don't take anything serious. It's like, you don't need to take everything serious and be a butthole about it every every day of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need to be so serious all the time. To the point you're mean. You could be chill and don't be mean. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes we don't even know what we be doing for each other in the body of Christ. But in so many ways God works with us. So I like that I don't know every little thing about the Lord and everything that he does for me. But when he does reveal whatever he reveals for me, I appreciate it. Yeah, because I'm just like, man. Because my mom and my grandmother, they love that side of me that I'm not. I'm a morbid person. I chill. I'm a chill person. Like, usually everybody likes that side of me. Yeah, because I'm just like, because when I started my YouTube, my YouTube ministry, I was also scared about that as well because I'm just like, I don't know how to be like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people that I be watching on here, um, they're more serious. They're not as goofy as I am. So it's pretty hard doing. I'm just gonna go in my bedroom right now, y'all. And I said my bedroom. Yeah, I did. Guess what I lost? Hold on, guys. I'm talking to my mom. Guess what I lost? My freaking earring.
Which one?
My favorite one, the lollipop.
How you do that?
I don't know. I don't know. It seems like every time I go to this one store lately,
I'm in the car though.
I looked in there.
Nah, you just
I felt that maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It's just $1. So I ain't, but I got it for $2 for.
I know what you're saying. That irritates me. I don't give a 50 cents.
Yeah, I don't play by my money, But that's how that devil doing,
25 cents.
I don't care. A penny.
Okay.
Shoot, it's just like the last crumb out of the bag. Yeah, exactly. That'd be the best. Like, that irritated me. I'm like, not again. Y'all, I'm tired of getting on here and in my my freaking the bedroom is looking a hot mess. It's so embarrassing. Anyway, and the pillows don't even match the host, and just that's enough, Yeah, you can come in. I'm just gonna start doing the videos a little bit more towards to the side, to the left, and just lean over here a little bit. But yeah, I lost the earring. I'm gonna tell you what happened too at the park today. It was really weird. But anyway, yes. I had to tell about this dirty earring. It just hurt my soul. But anyway, it really did. I was so bad. Because I love being silly and I'm not changing. Exactly. Unapologetic truth. And here we are talking about unapologetically being us. I love this. Okay. Hi, sister, once again. How are you today? I'm all right. I just told everybody earlier that I lost my earring. I don't know if you heard it now, but yeah. Right. You're not supposed to be like them. Exactly. Yep. Jesus Abel. Hello. Yep. I know someone who is into crystals and stuff. And he has a weird smell all the time. I didn't realize it was a spiritual. I thought it was a bad hygiene. No, a lot of times, Jesus is able, they will take a shower. And I mean scrub a dub dub. And they still just had I ain't even trying to be like, like joking about it, but they just don't smell good to me. They just don't. And I ain't saying if I don't take a shower, I smell like rose petals and candy canes and cotton candy. But it's just like when I showered, you can tell. You know what I'm saying? So I found out about that some months after I was away from witches and warlocks for a while when I was really just finally by myself in my wilderness season. So yes. Because I knew something was wrong. I'm like, why is I being around them? And I'm just like, what is that smell? Oh, especially when you're really around them all the time, you can really notice like something's not right here. All right, that's not what God put you up here. That's not why God put you up here. Yeah. I don't play about girl. Not $1. Hi, all for God's glory. Hello, not telling mama about the yes. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, and I ain't even trying to be funny at them, but the truth be told, that's just the truth. And I'm not even trying to be rude. They don't, they try to act as if you can't notice it, but when you got the Spirit of the Lord in you, sooner or later you will find out why. But yeah, their smell is just like, it's just like no other. Like, it's very odd. It's just a very odd smell. And it smells usually, like I said, like sulfur. Demons, they smell like sulfur. But since them witches and warlocks and stuff, even demonic people in general, cause I'm gonna be honest with you, yes, we go through depression. A lot of us go through depression, in the, children of God, all of that. We go through depression. But ain't no way depression makes you don't even want to bathe. So I realized that if depression makes you don't want to bathe, for certain it's a demon in you. Because usually demons, they make you don't want to do anything that is beneficial for you. And God talks about cleansing in the Bible. Sometime after God speaks to certain people of Christ, I find he'll tell them to go take a shower after it, to cleanse themselves, to bathe. So it's just like God talks about, taking care of yourself in the Bible. And it talks about oils, essential oils, taking care of yourself, all of that kind of stuff. So like when you get depressed and then you don't want to bathe, but you will eat all day. It's like, huh? It's just not right. And it's just like, and it's just the same thing with depression too. Some people, they find themselves like they don't want to eat, but they want to bathe all day. God said, take care of your temple. So that devil is trying to make you stop eating, stop bathing, stop doing stuff that the Lord says in the Bible. If your depression is looking like a reverse of what God wants for you, then you for certain that you're depressed at that point, and you really need to start praying because it's not right. It's not right to not want to take care of yourself. So yeah, and I find sometimes with demonized people, not always just witches and warlocks, but they don't want to bathe. They don't want to bathe, some people, and it's just not right. I know I heard a ministry say sin has a smell. It makes sense. Yeah, it has a smell. Yeah, I'll get into that. I might make a video about that, but I had one more thing I wanted to look at before I actually make the video. So it's just one more thing I wanted. And when I get that, then I'm making a video. Because I want everybody to understand it's not all in your head. Because the devil make you think it's all in your head, like you're being judgmental or you're being this or you're being that. And it's like, no, I'm not being judgmental. No. So yeah, just like you got the spirit of discernment on a person's actions, you'll have the sense, the smell. Like everything works. Your whole body is at the point where when you really are a child of God, even when you're in the world and you didn't notice you were a child of God, as time goes and as God is getting you closer and closer to Him, you'll start noticing things that you didn't notice when you were all the way deep in the world. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, before I even met witches and warlocks that were assigned to me, I was getting close to God before then anyway. So yeah. So yeah, they are attacking in this season. So yeah, people need to be very careful with who they talk to, how much information they tell. Be careful if somebody's asking 5,000 questions. I try to tell people that because ain't no way you that nosy. A family member that I know at their job, a person keeps asking questions. I'm like, zip your mouth as much as you can. Like they're trying to get every little thing out of you, like everything. And most of the time, if you realize when people are asking you questions, God just put this on me in the name of Jesus. If people are asking you questions, think about the questions that they're asking. Where does that align with the promises God is going to be giving to you? Where did that align with? Where's your faith having problems with too? You got to look at that too. Where's my faith having problems at when these people are asking these questions? And also, where is this aligns with my promises? My faith that's low or my promises that are guaranteed? Which one is that? Where they're hitting at when they ask, for instance, right? Are you ever going to get married? Are you ever talking to that guy again? Like, hey, well, I am about to get married. But why would I tell you that, right? Right? You end up saying that, right? Or for this one too. Man, man, did you ever lose them 5 pounds? It's like, dang. Like, the very bold questions some people be asking. I know you said you were doing a weight loss journey. Did you lose that? Anything like that, just crazy. Did you get that job? Man, you should get a new car. You should get this. You should get a new hairstyle. Just real rude stuff or real just crazy questions. Out of the woodwork, asking questions, stuff like that. Especially if your mouth is so open and you're so honest about everything. Like, when you're talking to someone, sometimes people that have got that demon in them, they make you feel, yes, and rebuke them. And they make you feel so comfortable. They make you feel so comfortable to talk to them. So just be careful in this season because you don't know. We really don't know until God tells us. So if you feel anything, like you said, rebuke them in the name of Jesus. That's it. Because you can tell with certain people. And I try to tell my mom about this guy, and I try to tell her, it's just, and not to say I don't like him, not to be mean, but it's just like some people, it takes a while for them to learn, and I understand. But I did ask him so many times. I asked him, I said, why you keep doing this? Why you keep doing that? The questions that he keep asking me, because he knows that I'm prophetic, but he don't know exactly that I'm a prophet. He just know that I'm prophetic, but he don't know that I'm a prophet. So I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, ain't no way you keep asking me all these questions, keep asking me to be around a certain type of person. Ain't happening. Like I just be, it's all on purpose. And I'm like, no, no, no. You know, because deep down inside, my mom says that he really be chill most of the time. But at times he just be acting strange. And I'm like, it is what it is. Because you ain't gonna play with me. Sorry. I told her, avoid. If he comes around, just go on somewhere else. Because I done told him when he would ask certain questions about certain stuff, and then he'll keep on repeating it, keep on doing the same thing, and then say that the aftermath was really tough on him. And it gets to a point, it was kind of strange, because I'm like, ain't no way you sound like you want something to change this hard, and then the next minute, because you're coming to me. You ain't coming to nobody else. So you came to me, and then you still do the same thing. Yeah, and I'm just like, what is his problem? I was like I'm trying to help you, but you just keep on. You're not asking for no one else. You believe that I talk to the Lord. You believe that something of the Lord is around me. So what? Like I told my mom, I said, that's enough. I can't do it no more. I can't help you with this one no more. Because I'm annoyed. It was just like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't deal with that stuff, Yeah, I get irritated. I don't, and I already got that very like cut off spirit about me. Like it's hard to keep a person around me when they doing that, that kind of stuff. I love everybody from a distance when it gets to a point. Like I really don't believe hate. When I would get friends, cut friends out of my life in the season when I was doing a cutting, because it wasn't even things that I was trying to do purposely. God was doing that because I was about to be into ministry about 4 years later. So, and then he kept on doing it for so many years to this very point. I kept cutting. I mean, cutting. Family, friends, cutting, all to this very moment. So now it was just like, that makes a lot of sense because that stuff hurt. Cutting hurts. Not only does it hurt to cut the person out, it might be hurting them, but it's hurting me. Like it felt like I was giving problems to myself, but it wasn't. It was just for my own good, truth be told. In my mind, they don't feel comfortable around me. In my mind, they don't feel comfortable around. I don't like I don't like be asked mad questions. Right, yeah. Yeah. And I think it's just like when I do coaching calls, I do get deep into people's life. I'm not gonna lie, I do, and I get personal. And I tell people that the only reason of that is to help you. I'm not gonna be talking to somebody else about every little thing you done told me. But I will be sitting out here helping you. I do believe in what they call it, if I'm doing a coaching call and I'm certain you're a good person, um and I'm certain you're doing this in a very confidential way. How can I explain? I'm not going to confidential is something else. I feel like loyalty starts with the Lord, but then loyalty also starts with, I mean, it's not starts with, secondly is with you. When I do my coaching calls, are not only just to just talk and chop it up all day. I mean, I'm probably worse on my coaching calls than I'm on my videos that I do stuff more serious. Like I'm gonna be real serious. I'll be really like, look around, I laugh here and there, but I just be really trying to figure out what's going on with somebody. So sometimes it does get a little personal, a little too personal, because God be speaking. So I'm just like, I want to know what's going on. So yeah, to help the person, but not to. Usually, I find when in my life, I usually find when people try to figure out what's going on with me. Yeah, coaching is different. It's very different. So yeah, because I understand. Like, I don't like people in my life. I really don't. Yeah, I don't. So like, truth be told, a lot of us, when we get married and stuff, we can't tell people that we're dating. We can't tell people that we met the person. We can't tell people that, we're getting married or got engaged or a lot of things. So I told myself, if that's the case with me, that's if the case is with me, I don't care about telling anybody anything about my life anyways, because I don't care. A lot of times in the world, I used to post stuff about stuff online because I felt people posted stuff about me, and they were. So I'm like, you talk about me, I'm talking about you online. And then it was just like, it got to a point, I'm like, ain't no way you gonna have me out here looking like one of those people that can't hold water over my own life and looking desperate and to people like, I just want everybody in my business because my issues are more than yours. My life is more crazy than yours. So you're not gonna put my business out purposely and then I do the same just to get back at you because that's the petty thing I'm about to do. So I had to learn about that. That was hard as well too, because I'm like, ain't no way you gonna tell my business, and I'm about to tell yours too. So it was just like all that petty stuff, especially this generation. Everybody's so disrespectful with people's privacy. So I don't know. It's crazy though, but like I am not. Man, God had really changed me about a lot of stuff. One thing I would say I had to really work on is my pettiness. I always used to tell myself, like, if my spouse irritated me that whole day, I'm gonna tell y'all something I used to do. Y'all gonna be thinking this really is me, but listen real quick. I used to, when I was younger, and even now, sometimes if I get really mad, I mean mad, because I'm the type of person I can't hit you, and I can't curse at you, and I can't scream at you. So what I'm gonna do? So I like to get you back. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. So what I used to do, and I say used to, cause I'm trying to still work on that. You know what I'm saying? But when I used to get mad, I used to take your clothes, anyone's clothes out in the house, because I stay in a duplex with my whole family from top and bottom. It's a lot of people in this house. But anyways, when I was young, I used to be kicking in this house. It's a lot of people in this house. But anyway, I used to sit here, right? And I used to sit here and take your clothes out and put it on the floor and then have you fold it back up and put it back in your drawer. I used to do that. That's how petty I was. I know that sounds slight to some people, but that's how I would take all your clothes out of your closet, out of your basket, out of your drawer, and I would have you fold it all, and I would run and go somewhere and act like I wasn't there. Whole time I was there, and I'm not putting your clothes back in because I'm mad. And I told God, I was like, my mom used to tell me that. She was like, you better stop doing that to us. You better stop doing so petty. And because I felt like my family was just so rude. I'll put food in there and then they'll eat my food when you weren't gonna eat it. Or I thought it was for all of us when the whole time they knew it wasn't. This make me so mad. Like staying in a house full of family and stuff just irritates me. Like, man. And there's people that do they want to do, and that just makes me angry. Or wake you up whenever they feel like it. You know I'm tired. I listen, but I'm being honest. I ain't saying it's right, but at the time, in the feeling I feel, it don't feel wrong. I'm telling you, it don't feel wrong when I do it, and I know it's from the devil. Listen, I know it's from the devil, but man, I'm just telling the truth. Hello, I can't say your name. It's Asian, or I'm not sure Japan or not. I just know it's not my language, so I'm sorry. But yeah, but hello. But yeah, I used to be very petty, so it was just really it was really hard. I used to be very petty. So yeah, I don't know, and I might be still petty. I don't know. I never been in a relationship for too long. I always had like very short term relationships usually. So I never been in one so long, and it was actually really scary to me. To be honest with you, getting married because this will be the first man that knows the back and the front and sides of me, everything. Like he'll know me. He'll know when I'm about to get mad. He'll know I'm about to get petty. He'll know because my mom will know. Like when she'll do something, she's like, I know exactly what you about to do to me. You about to get vengeful. You about to She about to do something to me. I know. And God talks about in the Bible, he don't like nobody that tried to things that he don't like. He don't like when people try to let me see. Let me see the actual verse. I think it's 9 things. Um, here it is, right here. The 6 things I meant to say. Haunty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked schemes. So yeah, I started thinking about that. I'm like, gosh, because my hands be ready to go. Yeah, because man, and I told God, please don't give me a petty man, because the whole house would be ruined. Gosh, because if he anything like me, like I do the same things you do to me or worse. And like I said, I will mess up your whole house. Like I'm telling you, like his whole closet be done, finish, finito. Like I'm telling you now, done. I'm telling you, I will mess up everything. Yeah, because I have that thing like I know I'm trying to. I believe today at this moment in my life, I'm telling myself that I'm not doing it ever again. But I don't know. I don't know. I have a very crazy spirit about that. I've emptied out someone's change from their wallet under the table before. No way. Oh. Oh, God, that's good. Oh my that I'm about to say all my life because I'm from the I'm not gonna lie, I'm from the hold on, I'm from the hood, so it's pretty hard when I be talking. Sometimes I try to talk like not all with the slang words, but it comes out sometimes. So yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it'd be hard not to talk in that kind of way usually. But yes, I am. Who the heck is asking me, am I Ice Spice? The devil was like, let me get on here. That is crazy that you did that. Yeah, that's why I said because I be acting up. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, can I be my slang? Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can't trust nobody. It's like wow. God been telling me to be silent. Like in this season, just shut your mouth about a lot of things. How can your promises come and you keep on bribing them every 5 minutes? They're not gonna, the devil's gonna keep on trying to delay it. Even though it's gonna come, he's gonna keep on trying to delay it. And in some of the season, I do believe that God is not gonna allow it. I don't know. I just feel like for me, I might have my moments where I'm all like, man, I ain't gonna have nobody. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna that. All that stuff. And I feel like God is still going to send the things that He says He's gonna give to me. Because, like I said earlier, my promises. Of course, I wanted a husband. Of course, I want kids and stuff like that. But I wanted like what everybody else want. The life. The the good things, which is not as a good thing, but this world, this generation, they make love look like prison. If that makes any sense to anyone, like they make love look really bad. And a lot of the problem is too, like we don't know the love of God and to love ourselves. And we also don't know the love of others and stuff like that. Like, we never really been around it, stuff like that. Love goes so deep. It's not always about romance. It was just like, I just wanted basically everything that didn't involve nobody else but me and God. Whatever promise that people's asking for health or money or car or house, it's just like basically the norm that everybody asks for. And most of people ask for marriage. I really didn't thought about that until like literally a few weeks ago, asking God to allow things to be. Whatever you wanted to be when it comes to my marriage. But I want whatever you want. Praying to God that whatever He wants for me to have. So yeah, it literally, and I meant like about 2 months ago. Yeah, because I was chilling. Like, people just don't understand. I already was chilling before I did my ministry. Then when I did my ministry, I was all about no idolization and all about, and it was hard to get off of that because I'm like, every video I make is about God talking about a husband. So it was hard to get out of that. Only time I get out of like Kingdom Spouse stuff is when I'm doing my community post. Usually I get out of it a little bit here and there. So it's lovely, but yeah, most of the time it's always about that. So yeah, I just didn't even thought about that until now. Truth be told. I was all about, you know, yeah. They look at you like you're clingy or obsessed. That's the part that gets yep. As long as I'm obedient to the devil can't do nothing. Yeah. I'm obedient, the devil can't do nothing. Yeah. As long as I'm obedient, the devil can't do nothing. The vid, it don't really, it don't actually be love. That's why today's version of love isn't even love. It's practical. Yep, 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 and get divorced. Yep, in 3 months. Yep, and have a baby, and leave the baby without anyone. That too. Like, they don't care about nothing in this generation. People just most of the time having kids and stuff just because they want to say, "Oh, I got a little man, I got a little mama." Like, y'all don't even care about the kid. Like, I just want to sit there and say, "Y'all got a little man, little mama, and stuff like that." Like, forget the kid. That just crazy to me. That's what's going on in this generation. Nobody cares about family anymore. So God been changing all of us with about love of Him. Like, God is agape. I didn't even know what that meant until like 2 years ago. Right? Was it 2 years ago? I think it was a year ago. Was it a year ago? I think it was a year ago. Hold on. Almost 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago. And I didn't even know about agape. I was like, what the heck is that? I was like, agape is like the biggest love of all. It reminds me of it reminds me of so we've been talking about children. It reminds me of Whitney Houston, The Greatest Love of All. I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs from Whitney Houston. That everybody got the song from Whitney Houston is the I Will Always Love You. No, it's The Greatest Love of All. Cause what I liked, she was showing about children, and then it was the beautiful essence of a mom and daughter at the end of the music video. And it's just something that nobody could ever reach, is having that not parental, but that parent love that a lot of people don't have. So it was just like the very only time when you really can be innocent is with your parents, because the world is always looking at everything so, perversion and everything so negative. The only innocence that you ever can really have is with a parent. So the fact that that wasn't taken away from her, and she was able to show that through the video, her mom allowed her to be, herself, whatever the world would try to make her be, their version of innocence. She was the right version to her mom. Nothing forced, nothing taken out of, nothing added. It was just her actual Whitney Houston self, and which I love that at the end of the video. So yeah, I love that music video, and I love the song. I love how she looked, everything. I just loved everything. She was just like a woman at her best. Like, it was just wonderful. It was just as she was coming into herself. I just love the video, everything about it, everything about Whitney Houston. It was um just a beautiful situation with that video. It's just I love that. So yeah, it reminds me of that song very much. So greatest love of all. So yeah, it reminds me of that. Rebecca must have left. Yeah, so where is it at right here? So it says right here, um, a childlike spirit, a song of eight. Yeah, you can come in. So, Lord, my heart is not proud. My eyes are not haughty. I do not get involved with things too great or too wondrous for me. Instead, I have calmed and quieted my soul like a weaned child with its mother. My soul is like a weaned child. Israel, put your hope in the Lord, both now and forever. So yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing right here. Yeah, God wants us to be like that, like have faith like a child. When God says you're going to get a house and you're going to get it, stuff like that. God says you're going to get a job, you're going to get it. And a lot of times, God does not have time like we do either. We gotta stop looking at that. We're looking at, oh yeah, it has to happen next week. Unless God, now don't get me wrong, God will tell you something will happen. Like I remember when it was catastrophe coming to the world. He told me from May to October that it was going to be problems coming to this world, and it did. And that was around 2022, I believe. And it was mess for months. I was like, what the heck is going on? And it was really messy for months. But he did promise me that that was going to happen. And he told me when things were going to happen when it came to other promises, besides just something negative. But him promise, not promises, but like promised. Promises to me is a little different because I feel like it's something more positive. But when he had promises to me, that came to pass when he told me. He'll sometimes tell you the day, the week. It's gonna be a week from here, a few days from here. So, girl, if God's telling you about to be married in a few months, I really do believe that. I really do. I believe that. Wow. Oh, it's so not far from here. This year being over. Wow. What if you get proposed to around Christmas? Who's to say? That's crazy. But this childlike faith that we have to grasp in, that's the only way things are going to move in the spirit. That's the only way. And like I said too, a lot of times we be around these why you say girl? Why? Why? Yeah, I don't know. I could just see I could see a big old green Christmas tree. Yeah. Really? No way! No way! I saw like the valley. I saw like the California people. What? No way! No way! Oh my gosh! Oh, I thought you said that. I'm like, uh, oh, I thought you said you get proposed to in December. God told you that because yeah, I'm not saying he'll tell you that. Like truth be told, I'm like, what? Like, ain't no way she just told me that. I'm like, that is amazing. I'm trying to see the other part I was looking at actually. Hold on, there's another part. Oh wow. That's nice. Wow. Oh, this is where I was at. This is where I was at. LOL, no, I don't have a month yet. I'm hoping before December, to be honest. My B day's in November. Look, I'm hoping I'm hoping before the next year too. I just want everything to be like I'm hoping it's tomorrow type of stuff to get the person I want to be with. I hope any day, like anything before the end of the year. That's what I'm hoping. But if it's next year, it is what it is. But I'm just hoping. I just have a lot of hope. But I feel like personally, when oh girl, we were talking about everything you could think of. Yeah, we were talking about everything you could think of. Girl. But yeah, I mean, I don't care when. Like I said in the past, I despised the kingdom spouse thing, and I despised getting married. I despised every bit of it. But now I'm chilling though. I don't care when he comes. He can bring his cute self right now. I'd rather say hot because he's hot to me. you know, hot Cheetos. But anyway, so yeah. Honestly, what you said yesterday really testified to my spirit regarding the guy who looked um regarding the guy who looked like my kingdom spouse, because now that I realize I seen like a other person in the past 3 months who looked like my spouse. Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, a lot of us needs to really focus on the Lord through this time. Because everybody, we just focuses so much on the man coming, the man coming, the man coming. And then we'll stop focusing on the other promises. And then and I feel like too, it's just like I want God to tell me about my I want God to tell me about my spouse like every day. Low key. Like about 6, 7 times a day now. Now I do. Because I thought it was bad to ask for that, because I was so trying not to idolize anymore, because I felt like that's why I got in these bad situations in the past with counterfeits, because I idolized. So I was really scared not to idolize, But whatever. But anyway, but yeah, I'm like, what? Like literally, like, um, I really do just feel like the more closer I get to God, the more closer I get to Him. Like that's just how I feel. The closer I get to Him, the more I know the purposes that He has for me, the more the Lord gets closer to me. The more He gets closer to me. Like the more, yeah, the more God gets closer to me, the more the man get closer to me, and the more that all of us can be together, and all of us can just grasp each other's energy and grasp each other's spirit. Like now, I don't mind having my spouse praying with me. At first, I was like I said on other videos. I just wanted me and God. Like I don't want you. It's very selfish with the Lord. I'm like not you and us and this and that. I was like, no, it's just gonna be me and God. Because I love me some God. I really do. I'm like a crazy freak. Like to God. Like for real. Like don't play with me. Yeah. Yeah. And you're not. No. Uh what? He knew the whole time. I never heard nothing like this before in a very long time. In the past, I used to hear people say that they knew that their spouse was, this and this and that. That the men knew, but it's mostly I hear women saying that. So I haven't seen this in a very long time. That's crazy though. That's so crazy to me. Okay. uh. Right. That is crazy, but it's lovely. You know that we're getting personal. Yeah, most definitely is. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, the more closer you get to God, the more closer you get to the spouse. So yeah. Oh, you say y'all we getting personal. Are you scared we getting personal? If we can get personal, just don't be telling every single thing that God done told you. Yeah, we can get personal, but don't be just you know. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Like what? Like go there. 3 months. Oh my god. Dang. I like that though, because a man don't know. Like this generation, all they talk about is dating, 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 dating for how many years? How many years? How many years we gonna date? Like I already know. Like I don't smell your stinky breath. You don't smell my stinky feet. We already know each other. How many years we got to get to know each other? We done went through hell and back. How much? Like how many years do I have to get to know you? Some people already be having children with people. Like, dang, how many years are you supposed to get to know me? Like, when you gonna propose? Like, oh my gosh. Like, stop playing with me. Yes. Oh my gosh. Girl, this is so cute. Oh my gosh. See, I never really get these type of, this is good. I never really get this type of stuff. Oh my God. Yeah, he just didn't know what to say. He just didn't know what to say. That's all it was, though. He just didn't know what to say, though. Yeah. Yeah, dang. You know, God be trying to teach you forgiveness. Ooh, that stuff is deep. Forgiveness is something interesting. You know it's crazy, Crystal? God was talking about babe in Christ a lot. And I think a lot of our spouses are still learning and stuff too. A lot of us are still learning. We're still learning. And stuff like that. So when I tell it the same thing with oh, I tell it the same thing with people like Kino spouses and stuff and prodigals. A lot of them still is immature. They don't know. They're still immature in the spirit about a lot of things. So everybody gotta give everybody some time, be patient with everybody. Cause they go two ways. Yeah. Right, yeah. I always felt like he was giving me warnings. You know why? So I was kind of mad that God didn't tell me about. Yeah, I actually wish God didn't tell me about my kingdom spouse. The reason of that is because I actually enjoyed being alone, enjoyed not even talking about, thinking about him at all. Actually, talking, thinking, anything. Dang. Yeah, yeah. It is. It's just a thing. It's just like you don't. Um, I don't know. I really wish God didn't tell me that I gave a spouse, honestly. I really do. For so many reasons, but I'll talk about that another time. But I wish I never knew. Yeah, I wish I never knew. Mm-mm. Yeah. What I wish God would have told me was to stay by myself for a while and didn't tell me why. So yeah, I wish God. Sometimes I still now think like that, but it's a little different now. I actually see romance in a different way now, so it's nice. I always wanted a man that would pray for me, but I know for certain the man I'm getting he is gonna be a prayer warrior, and I'm for that. A prayer warrior. You know what I'm saying? And not always about this romance and romance. You know, look around. I want the 5-star restaurant, the nice heels, and the nice dress because a black dress is a girl's best friend, but I just want to be sitting out here like going to the park and chilling and reading the Bible. like I'm such a dork, but you know, that's like with my glasses and stuff. But yeah, that's what I want. I want to go to the park and I want to pray and I want to talk to the Lord. That's what I want. I want a friend in Christ as well as a husband in Christ. I want it all. And if I can't have it all, then forget it. For real. Because I just can't. I just can't. I need it all. So I don't mind that God keeps on putting a little salt. Me and my mom was talking about that, about putting salt and seasoning into the promises. And if that's the case with my spouse, he putting salt and seasoning into it, then okay. They said New York dating is so ghetto. That's what they said. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because man, when I tell you dating is so dangerous. It is. It is. It is, especially when you're dating in the like when you deep in the world with the dating too. Because some people date and they not, you know, they could date somebody for 6 months and still not have sex with them. But when you're adding sex into it, so not right. The soul ties, the STDs, the possible pregnancies. Oh no. Hey Sophie, how you doing? Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that. I get that hard. He wanted to be by himself. How you doing though? My husband was afraid because he. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, when you've been married, yeah, yeah, girl. I'm about to finish my Jamaican food that I bought today. I am so excited to get into it. So, because it was the spices, man. My favorite food is soul food, Southern cooking, and Caribbean food. Best food ever. The best. Oh, that food be good. So just so seasoned, so good. Man, the gluttony be killing me sometimes though. Especially in the past. And gluttony releases things that you don't want. So it's hard. It's hard. God to really teach me about that gluttony because I could eat all kind of food, man. It was hard. Woo, that gluttony. Yes. Mm-mm-mm. That's crazy that you said that, though, man. That is crazy. So he knew the whole time. I know that sounds so messed up, right? But then it's like, it sounds kind of like, if you look at it now in the way you look at it now, it's like this whole time. Well, then again, I don't like, well, how can I explain it? Like, it still sounds really beautiful to me. Like, in a way, in some kind of way, shape, or form, it's like, All I'm looking at is that the fact that he knew. I never heard of that before. Your story is very rare. Like people really don't, their spouse really don't be knowing. It's like the women be so inclined with God usually on those kind of things. And we know everything most of the time, and men is just like usually sometimes the last to know. And it's just like to hear this part, it's just like it's very different. It is very different. But of course I can understand what you're saying. It still is like a man move for him wanting you to do you and go date other people. But it's still like a beautiful thing when it comes to the fact that he knew. A lot of men don't know. All it literally was at the end. Ooh. And as you say that more, as I think about it too, I think a lot of it was too, like you said, he was so hurt, so heartbroken. That's what it was. A man, most of the time, I find, I ain't not even trying to be funny acting, but like men, they can't deal with the stuff like women deal with. We get heartbroken, we be ready to get married again the next 5 months, next year or two, like one day. Like like some of us we get heartbroken, we done. But when we love, and we're ready to try again. You know, we're ready to think about wedding bells. They don't ain't even thinking about that. They're all so backwards. Usually men in the world and men sometimes they're so backwards. They're like, yeah, I'm ready to like somebody, but I'm not ready to marry someone. I'm ready to like somebody, but I'm not ready for them to be my wife. But you can be my baby mother though, or we can have a house together and we can have business together. But you can't be my wife, and you can't be my, you know, it is crazy, and it's just like, how is that? It's so backwards. Like they're so backwards sometimes. I'm like what is that? So yeah, I get that. You know what? Oh, and he's like, oh, I'm not the type to make women wait on me. Oh my goodness. Yeah. 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 And you gotta look at it like this. The fact that God is saying that this marriage is something that's happening very soon, it tells me that God has been really working on you and him individually. We are children of God before we're, you know, a woman or a man. We're children of God before a woman or a man, or a wife or husband, or a father or a mother, or a friend or a daughter or a son, you know, of any other, you know, mom or father down here in the earth, the fleshly form. So it's just like he really had to work on both of y'all individually. And that takes time usually. Yeah. 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 Emotionally closed off. Like he really just was like, yeah, drained probably. And love and dating in the world is very draining actually. It's very draining. Especially if you left a narcissist. It is so draining. It's so draining. I mean, that's a lot of the reasons why I got close to God is because of a lot of it. Because I was getting close to God before I got with him, before I got with my counterfeit, but I was really close with God after, to the point like if I got knocked down, I'll get right back up because I didn't want to lose that connection with him. Because he started telling me at the time after I broke up with my counterfeit that I was a prophet. So when God would tell me these things that I never heard a man say to me, like I'm a gem. Who talks like that? I haven't met a man in this world that calls a woman a gem. Calls you everything else but a gem, you know what I'm saying? So when I heard that, I was very just, I felt so much love in my heart from the Lord. So yeah, it's something I could never in my world get away from God. You know, I don't care how much I fall. Mm. Yes, I did a lot of work. I didn't know his full story just yet. I hope to see him next week. I told God after my last relation I will never date again. And guess what? Legit kept my word. LOL. God promised speaking. Oh no. I told him I told this I told him this relationship is bigger than us. Get over yourself. I mean, sometimes you gotta knock these men in the head like bam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing with me. You know the little things, some little fake hammers they be having on cartoons. You just had to go bam, 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 and then they get these little dots that go up. You just go boom, boom, you know, because they just don't get it. Anyways, right? Got it. Not listen, girl. Unapologetic truth. You think you're single? You single? Don't get me wrong. You single, but you're getting prepared for a marriage. You're not single in the spirit, if that makes any sense. You're married in the spirit. That's why you always feel this deep connection, you know, with this person if you're a kingdom spouse or a kingdom spouse prodigal. As soon as I told God, take the wheel with my relationships, he was like, okay, God. He was like, okay, good, because you're getting married. Me too, sis. I had narcissist ex before. Me and my kingdom spouse got together. Andrea, oh, got my shirt's kind of messing it up. God speaks to me through songs. A mullet. Yes. Yeah, God speaks to me through songs clearly a lot on my ministry and stuff like that. So I really enjoy it. I enjoy giving the songs to people because, whew, though, I love some music. And then God also talks about with here, he also talks about give thanks to the Lord. And this is with Psalms 136. God love is internal. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithful love endures forever. Give thanks to God of gods. His faithful love endures forever. Give thanks to the Lord of lords. His faithful love endures forever. He alone does great wonders. His faithful love endures forever. He made the heavens skillfully. His faithful love endures forever. He spread the lands on the water. His faithful love endures forever. He made the great lights. His faithful love endures forever. The sun to rule by day. So yeah, he just keeps going on with that. He gives food to every creature. His faithful love endures forever. Give thanks to God of heaven. His faithful love endures forever. Oh, mullet. I need prayers. Oh, sorry, hold on. Let me get into this. Oh, yes. I will pray for you. Let me put you down here. Hold on. Let me see where I can put this. Oh, okay. What the? What's this pen want to act up on me, y'all? But I will pray for you, love. Yes. Yep, that's what it means. In the spirit. But I will pray for you, yeah. I put you down. I'm hoping that I did. Yeah, I put you down there. Yeah, but yeah, and Psalms really helped me out too through spiritual warfare about everything God was telling me that He was promising me in general. You know, everybody got their promise about their spouse and stuff like that, and all those type of things. Because I get real insecure in a minute. Like I just be feeling like, no this, no that. I need to lose some weight. I need to gain here. I need to lose there. I needed this. I needed that. And that just messes up the whole promise. So yeah. Yes, Psalms be doing the thing for me. I just be sitting here. I just be sitting here chilling. I'm like, this is good. This is good right here. This is good. This is good. I had a family member where she thought that Psalms were so disrespectful because Psalms talks about like basically David wanting like judgment on someone in her mind. She thought that. And that family member usually she has certain mindsets usually about certain stuff. So I just be like, oh, okay. I just hear I'm like, uh-huh, yeah, I felt that. Yeah. Yeah. Cause I be having all these like I'll just be like, girl, go. Yeah. Cause I've been thinking about like changing up my hairstyle for the winter, wearing my hair in an afro. But that's how I'm dealing with that. That afro is different. Like, I don't know. Yeah, cause my afro, um, ooh, I'll show y'all how I look in this. Oh, in the winter, I'll show y'all. But it's more of actual. This is more like a wet and go kind of look I got go. I don't really use gel in my hair. I just put like a regular conditioner. But I don't know. One thing I like about my hair though, I'll be like looking at my hair, I'm like, ooh, look at the waves. I'm swimming. That's the thing I be liking the most. That's why I put them in a bun. Oh my goodness. I like this part too. I'm gonna look at this one as well. Thank you. Yeah, natural hair is something else. I used to also say to the Lord, have my husband do my hair. Cause men they strong. They got bigger hands. It's like do my hair. Cause I can't do it no more. Thank you. uh Yeah. I like that what you said about that, the vid. I knew if you never met your spouse before, it's hard to imagine, but like you're gonna feel so comfortable. Yeah. Yeah. And then you end up burning up your ends and stuff like that when you do stuff like that. When you just keep straightening it and straightening it and straightening it and straightening it, you just messing up your ends at that point. Ooh, see, that's what you got. You got it all. And the sister does hair. You got it all. You got it all. Mm. Yeah, I'm about to try something. Yeah, that heat damage. Like I don't have really heat damage in my hair. But I could tell that I got to get a trim on my hair. I can tell that much. So I really don't use heat a lot. I used to. Oh my god! Like I said earlier, I used to use a lot of heat. But yeah, not now. I'm about to get off of here, guys, in a little while. In about 5 minutes, I'm about to get off because I'm about to actually try to make me a video, and then after I make the video, um yeah, then I'll probably go eat something. So I'm gonna try to make the video. I'm about to send a video out actually after this, and then I'm about to make me a video as well. Yeah, I'm about to send a video out. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm about to go make. I'm about to go make me some stuff, some good videos, and then I'm trying to do some community posts to look at how I'm gonna put them out. So yeah, I have to put a community post and with the video that I'm about to do. No, about to send out. The video I'm about to do is different. And I don't know, like people be getting on my videos later after I get off, and it really sucks. Same here. It really was. I hope everybody has a good night. I really do hope so. Look like some people coming in. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I can't stay up on here no more. Yes, thank you. Everybody, yeah, I really appreciate everybody coming on here. It was real great. It really was. Real fun. hmm What is that sound? I'm about to get off of here in a few minutes. Is anyone else on here? Could I see some? Seem like some more people's on here. Okay, let's try to get off of here.